program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
You muted. You're still muted. Hi, Doc. I think he's off in La La Land. He's not listening. He can't, I don't even know if he can hear us. Oh, wait. He just woke up.
Bro, stop it. I was muted this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Hey, guess what? Guess what we gonna do? Shut up, David. Stop it.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What's up, everybody? We're gonna do take two because I can do that. I guess whatever. I got stuff. I can do whatever I want to do. This is my show. But guess what? It is episode 67. What's up? It's War Room 67th episode tonight. We're having some fun, talking about some lady getting shot, ICE protests, and all a bunch of more. Apparently, we kidnapped a president of a foreign country. We're gonna run roughshod because apparently we also gonna kidnap somebody else in Colombia. That'd be a good time. But hey, joining me as always is my two friends, David Channel. What's up?
G'day. Allegedly, no. There was no war in Venezuela. That was just a pickup. It was just picking up there.
Venezuela was 45 minutes of, hey, watch this.
Yeah, and now Denmark says, no.
Nah, dog, we don't want none. Nah,
It's-
dog.
Yeah,
He said, oh, no.
Denmark said, hold my
What
beer.
up, late?
Hey, late.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. This thing's acting weird.
Denmark said,
It's raining
you come
here,
from
man.
Greenland, we're going to shoot at you and ask questions later. And sorry, Venezuela. Looks like somebody's challenging your record for the shortest war.
Yeah.
No, we just
Venezuela,
went out.
like, hold my burr.
That was just some South American takeout.
Yeah. Oh.
Or takeaway,
hell.
as they call it in England, which is more appropriate. Do they
Yeah.
call it takeaway in Australia as well?
He said, take
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Was it? So, all right.
Takeaway is an extraction.
So what do we want
Takeout
to
is
talk about
what
first?
include
Because there's a
Gaddafi.
lot of stuff that can be discussed. Shut up.
Well, turns out Renee was working for the National Association of Lawyers as a volunteer of a so-called observer.
Right.
So she wasn't there by accident or just dropping off her kids.
Oh yeah, Mother of the Year over here.
Oh yeah, she's
Straight
got a crown
up.
of ice.
Is this the lesbian in Minnesota? I guess I need
Yeah.
to talk quieter. My son's not feeling well, so I think he went to bed already.
Yeah.
So I don't want to close the door. It's too warm in here.
Oh. Wait. Oh, your son's staying with you?
Yeah, he moved in here like last May.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dang,
Why is it so warm in there?
I don't know why it's so warm.
I've got my AC on.
Yeah, it's like 48 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
was-
it. I just came from outside. The dogs decided they needed to go out, so maybe
Oh,
that's
no.
part of it.
It's episode 6-7, by the way. So we doing a little 6-7. Couldn't help but
Whatever.
do it. So
What does that mean?
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
It's just
Two,
a thing.
two more numbers, it means something.
Video about Renee is now my 5th most watched video.
So is that her name, Renee?
Yeah,
Renee Good, I think. She was actually Renee Bad, but whatever.
Renee.
You mean Queen Ice Queen?
Frackety frack. Renee in the wrong place.
Yeah. So, do we really think that that Trump took over Venezuela so that way he could just get control of the oil?
That's
That's a big
every
part of it.
war. Every war they say that. Well, it's just about the oil.
Yeah, but they captured what 20 years ago under what's his name? They kicked out. I think it was mostly British Petroleum though. Was those fields?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all. Yeah, it wasn't just British Petroleum.
It was a whole bunch of stuff, but mainly to keep China and Russia from getting, especially China,
That's what I heard. I heard it's mainly to get that.
to get
Dr.
China.
Coffin is in the house. He says muted, still muted. Now I can hear you. Shut up, Dr. Coffin Nails. Why aren't you even here?
You just
He could have
imagined it.
he could have prevented that by being here and on time. Of course, I can't make when all those hits the fan. Yeah, you should have been here. You could have been like, oh, but no, you could have been like, oh, hey. See, David was gone when I brought it up. He said that he was gonna finishing up his biscuit. So, which I don't even know. That could be a cracker or it could be an actual biscuit. No, they don't have biscuit. Y'all don't have good biscuits down there, do you?
You have digestives.
We got wheat. We
Y'all
got
got crackers.
wheat cakes. Yeah.
Yeah, are your biscuits
In the
flat or
non-racial
fluffy?
term.
No.
A
No,
cup
not
or double
tan.
D's? What are your biscuits?
I
What's
I
that
mean, what
basketball
do you
player,
call-
Caitlin, whatever her name is?
have no
As
idea.
flat as a board. Looks more like a boy than a girl.
Yeah. A wheat mini cake with chocolate coating is what I had, okay?
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Sounds like a cookie. Hey, 52 minutes ago, President Trump stuns America by capping credit card interest rates at 10% for one full year, starting in January 20th, 2026.
Can he do that?
Yeah, financial
Apparently.
regulators. Yeah, interest rates are set by financial regulators. He can basically tell Congress, and Congress has to approve or disapprove. But still, yeah, financial regulators.
I mean, that's going to help out a lot of people get back
Out of
on
debt.
track. Yeah.
Yeah. Because a lot of those cards are like some number plus prime, you know?
Yeah.
No,
stupid.
millennials are going to go,
percent.
no, how dare you rob the banks? I
Right,
want to
dude.
be in debt.
Right.
Well, there'll be some Democrat that'll say that.
Yeah, you're robbing the banks.
I'm trying to finish up something so I can move you guys over to here.
Think of the billionaires. Someone think of the billionaires.
What are you trying to do, Late?
I'm doing something in GTA 5.
Yo, this cat says
Renee was playing GTA 6. and she got
America
wasted.
will take Greenland. It'll either be easy way or hard way.
Yeah. Denmark says, you try to take Greenland, it's going to be war. And it's like, hey, Venezuela, sorry about your record, man. It's going to be broken.
Yeah.
When I ran this game under Linux, I never had these problems. Thank
He
you,
said
Rockstar.
if we don't do it, Russia and China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor.
We need to bury the hatchet with Russia, make them a trading partner again.
I said that for so long, but people keep saying, you're a Putin nut.
No, you're a
Putin
you're a Putin apologist. Oh no.
They were a trading partner with the U.S. for a century, more than a century, before we let England screw it up.
That's why England screwed it up. They got jealous, man. You know that.
Yep.
England and France always get jealous when someone else does better than them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. There's so much. Why I don't think that they'll ever have any kind of good deal with Russia, because if they do, then too many people's going to be so mad about it. I think it's ridiculous.
It's a process, okay? Like, these people have got to learn that they have. Look, all these people who complain about Russia, right, and Russian interference will also turn around and tell you how they're going to oppose this and oppose that. We should tell them to get this. You have no right to interfere in the affairs of Russia. I mean, you're always complaining, always meddling. 5 seconds, if you listen to yourselves, you're nothing but annoying nosy Parkers, okay? You keep telling the government to get out of your worm. Well, get out of bloody Russian politics. Get out of my pocket. Take your VJ out of my pocket. Take your reproductive rights and stick them in your nose, because you're not killing a baby.
That's what the nose ring is for. That's what it means.
What?
That's the reproductive rights that they wear on their nose.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's to show they're being led around by the nose, they're obedient.
Yeah. Yeah. They do it to pigs so that way they won't root.
Do it to pigs so you got something to grab and twist. Come here, piggy.
Oh man.
Lead them around. That's what it is. It's a septum rings are for leading animals around, Do it with the lead cow. Do it with the bull.
Yep. So credit card debt's about to take a dive, because that will allow people to get caught up. I'm pretty excited about that, because hey man, there's a lot of people in credit card debt, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are in credit card debt simply because these days there's so many you have a credit card for, and it's not a simple things that keep getting charged up, and they're looking at their bank balance and they don't see their credit card.
Yeah.
It's a deceptive practice by the banks, hiding your credit card debt.
Yep.
Well, how many people log into their bank account and see their credit card?
I mean, I do. I log in and I try to
That's
make
with your
payments
bank,
whenever
right?
I can, but dumb
yours is
financial
probably with
choices
the
as
bank.
kids, I guess.
Yeah.
What you can blame it on, I don't
A
know.
lot of these people don't have a one of these multiple credit cards, whatever. They don't set up their finances properly.
Or we don't teach any of that anymore, so they
Mm-hmm.
don't have a clue that
No,
it's
of
not
course
right.
not. You can't exploit financially illiterate people. Well, you can,
Hey,
but the more
Trump posts
people
on
know,
Truth
the less
Social mortgage
likely
rates dropped to the lowest level in nearly 3 years as Trump orders buying of $200 billion in mortgage bonds.
Yeah.
Hey, it'd be a good time to
Government
refinance my house, I guess.
Well, if you can and save money.
Mortgage rates drop below 6%, first time in 4 years. Yeah, well then that's still not where I can refinance. My mortgage rate was locked in at 2.5%.
Yeah.
Right in 2020.
You're
when we
robbing
bought
the
it.
billionaires. How dare you rob
I know,
Wall Street?
dude. I'm so inconsiderate.
Wow, that's really good. I don't know what art.
Yeah. We locked in right during COVID.
Oh, okay.
Interest rates were like way super low. So it was like, man, I can't even like.
Yeah, we didn't buy till 2022, so it probably isn't that low.
Mm.
But it was still good, probably. But
Yeah, he posted an hour ago about the credit cards. Mortgage rates are now 5.7%. Mortgage costs are huge under Biden, around 8%. That's why almost no young families can afford a home. With my focus on housing affordability, and after I authorized Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to invest their cash and buy $200 billion in mortgage bonds, mortgage rates have moved down to 5.7. This is great news for American families. The real cost relief. We are bringing housing costs down and putting America first. So yeah.
No.
I know, dude. They're gonna find something to hate about it. I can't wait to see what it's gonna be. Can't wait.
Government debt. It's good. You know what it is, right? They're gonna go. So he's increasing the debt. This is what you voted for, mega chuds.
How is he increasing the debt? By making other people to buy?
You know, the liberals have no.
Oh,
logic.
I know. They don't have any. They can't figure it out. But
Yeah.
I mean, is there really an argument for that, or is that just a?
I am looking to see what they're saying, but I can't seem to find it. Mostly on X right now, it's all about the reparations and the death of Rene. I can't find any. What else is trending? Tell me, Grok. What's also trending? Oh, Britain. Who cares?
He says, who cares? I don't care.
Well, it's about stuff we can't talk about on YouTube, so yeah. Elon says that Britain's close to civil war. Are you ready to fight for your future? Fight for Britain. Looks like he's putting his weight behind Tommy Robinson for a takeover. Political revolution. I'm not talking about violent overthrow of the Starmer government. I'm talking about F reform and go with the restoration with Tommy Robinson and forget the other politicians. Sorry, someone was one of my followers is from the UK and he gives me a lot of stuff about British politics, but a lot of it goes over my head because I haven't been following it too closely lately. All I know is that looks like Nigel Farage is starting to pick Muslims for his potential cabinet, and people are saying he's sold out.
Yeah.
It does look like it. A lot of people are starting to say, no, he's just another grey street. He's just another grey man in a grey suit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A blank politician who does the establishers' bidding. Some people still believe in him, of course.
Yeah,
know,
I mean, I don't know.
it's
I don't know.
hard to know who to trust in politics because if you don't vote, you end up with Muslims blocking the tramways with their prayer mats to show you how much power they have.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants that around here. Apparently, everybody wants it in, overseas in Europe. But we don't want it over here.
One guy says, "You want to see if racism is alive in America? Just come out as a black conservative."
Yeah. I mean, it's really true though, because how many black conservatives keep getting,
axed.
Yeah.
Highest death rate in the community.
It's crazy.
Go against the narrative. Well, it's official. Tehran is burning. So can we call it a revolution now or not late?
I don't know.
Is it still a protest or is it a revolution?
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if it's organic or people are doing crazy crap underneath. Because it's, I'm perplexed by it because the powers that be would want to keep the current government in because it's an excuse to go throw some bombs every once in a while.
Yes,
right. It's a boogeyman. If they overthrew it and went back to the way they were before, like before the Shah, but even under the Shah.
Early days of the Shah wasn't that bad. It was, just
even in the 70s, it wasn't too bad compared to once the CIA got the liberals and the Islamists to overthrow the government.
Well,
take hostages and everything else. So,
but as a lot of commentators are saying, the Iranian regime is killing civilians in the streets. Where's the Hollywood celebrities? Where's the UN? Where's Greta Thunberg? Where is the Free Palestine activists? Right. Where's the women's groups? They're all silent.
Well, where are these people when the Islamists are throwing gays off of buildings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? They'll complain about Trump all day long, and then we get videos of them throwing gays off buildings in, Libya or somewhere. Or
okay, the grand
and the LGBTQ plus community doesn't say anything.
Here you go.
Well, they don't. They don't want to know that it's going on. I don't know. I mean, is there any way to avoid it? Like, do people think that's just a lie or something?
Well,
they're both wanting to destroy the West, so they're the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But they don't know the meaning of that statement because what Sun Tzu was actually saying was when you have two enemies fighting, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You get your two enemies to fight each other and then you wait and conquer who's left.
Right. You kind of get out of their way.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys go fight. I'm just going to stand here and wait.
Yeah. They're literal thinkers, right? They're immature. They can't understand nuance.
Yeah.
But I just posted a link in private chat. Iranian protesters have set fire to a mosque. This would have been unheard of 20 years ago in Iran.
Wow. Well, it's just, I don't know. Everybody's so afraid of hurting, of offending them now, but
2 hours ago, Trump has warned the IRGC that they're under no certain concerns. You continue on this path and you'll suffer the consequences.
Lovely.
So if they continue to shooting civilians,
those rougher the rough offenses.
Yeah.
I keep hearing something over here. I don't know what it is.
But remember, people, the Iranian Muslims are not the indigenous people of Iran. They're invaders. Okay, they didn't even,
Well, you mean they brought Muslims in that converted the Persians. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. They have, no, but the Persian the amount of Persians who are Muslim now are on the decline.
Yeah.
And dramatically. The Iranian regime has been crumbling for some time because most of the Arabs, as soon as they get rich, flee Iran.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they becoming Zoroastrians again? Or are they going to Christianity? Or
It's a bit of both. It's a three-way mix. And many are becoming atheists, but some are choosing Zoroastrian and some are choosing Christians. But Christian is the fastest rising at the moment.
right? Yeah.
But yeah, most rich Muslims have fled Iran already, but they're not Persians. Most of the Persians are siding with the people.
All right.
The Persians haven't called for the expelling of the Arabs yet, but what they want is the Arab population to no longer have special privileges and no more. You can come and go, back to your homeland as you please. They're saying no to Arabs, in general, migrating to Iran anymore. They do want closed borders. And they do want to end the special privileges for Islam, and not just Islam, for Arabs.
Gotcha.
Priority housing and stuff like that. The Arabs have really, but for a long time, don't forget the Persians were a minority in their homeland for a long time. But now that the Arabs are weak, and a lot of them have fled because of the long drought that Iran's been in, and the economic sanctions and all that, So as Arabs get money, they go to another Arab country,
Yeah.
So it looks like, and they're not saying Iran may become Persia again, but they definitely want Persian to be the dominant language. And the Ayatollah, well, you can imagine what his judgment has been passed. If he's found, he ain't going to last. He's going to get the Mussolini treatment. But there is talk that they do want to return, drop the name Iran, want to drop Islam and all these, and Arabic as the main language.
Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think everything is going to happen. I think they're going to be bitterly divided for a long time. But eventually the Arabs will leave, right? They will slowly be pushed out.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, what do you do? Hopefully if that changed, what good would that do?
Well, the previous, they were more pro-Western before they let Islam run over everything.
They were a moderate country for over a century.
Yep.
And they were actually scientifically progressive.
Had some of the best universities on the planet.
Yeah. Iranians were coming to America to study, go back to Iran. They were one of the most inventive peoples in the world until the Arabic invasion. The 9th century, they were the superpower of the world until the problem is, after many wars with their neighbors, they were weakened and the Muslims took over.
Wars tend to do that.
Yeah. It was mainly the invasions. The weakening of Iran started with Alexander, but over time, the Persians rose and fell many times after that because the Mongols, the Cossacks.
Well, that'd be more in the north part of the country,
in the north,
too, right? Yeah.
Well, they still do.
Yeah.
The Cossacks still occupy Azerbaijan.
Because didn't the I need to bring up a map.
The Cossacks made it part of Russia under the Soviet Union.
Yeah, but I was thinking the Mongols.
The Mongols were their biggest downfall. Yeah. Kublai Khan made Iran his capital, the last of the Khans.
I don't know much about this topic. We're getting into
the Mongols
stuff,
eventually ended up
in
Ukraine, right?
Didn't they get that far? That's where they got ended. Kiev was a castle, Ukraine.
Yeah.
It stopped. That's where they stopped the Mongol invasion. Yes.
They went.
It
I
was
guess
the
they went around the
Hungarians,
northern. Yeah, they went.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they went. Well, they may have gone through northern Iran around the Caspian Sea to the south, right? That's the Caspian Sea, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they got stopped in Turkey at Constantinople, but they eventually did take over Turkey.
Yeah.
But-
Well,
but the
Constantinople's
Romanians
on the
stopped
west end, so you pretty much got to go through all of Turkey to get to Constantinople.
Yeah, but eventually when that fell, the Romanians stopped them. That was Vlad the Impaler. But at the other end, they were stopped at Ukraine, in what became Ukraine, at Castle Kiev by the Hungarians.
Yeah. Huh. Anyway.
Now the Mongols having conquered Russia, made everything east of Kiev part of their empire, and that's how it became Russian.
Yeah. Well, and I've seen a lot of the people, to me, maybe not as far south as Georgia, but some of that south central area, kind of east of Ukraine, those people seem like they're a mixture, like a Mongolian European.
The ethnic.
And when you get more towards
Mongols.
south central Siberia, they look very Asian. And I think that's why, especially when you get out with China, why China kept moving the border when the Russians weren't paying attention.
Well, they still are.
Yeah, you get. What was the name of that town? Harbin.
Yeah, Harbin.
In the beginning of the 18th century was Russian.
Yes.
And the Chinese border with China was like 100 and some odd miles. And then by the 20th century,
they've been creeping for a long time.
Right,
yes.
Right. By the 19th century, was the 1800s, and by the 1900, 20th century, it was 100 miles inside of China.
Yeah. Well, in recent maps, you look at the cities on the border. Half of them are now on the other side of the border. They've spread north.
Yeah, Harbin. There it is. Yeah, I forget when it. And I don't think they fought a war.
No, the Russians keep giving in to them.
Well, and that's way in the eastern side of Siberia where there aren't a lot of people. It's a long way from Moscow.
But
it's Russia is a way too big country.
Yeah,
but you can't really defend it.
No, the Russians are finding out the hard way they can't defend Russia anymore
because they want to be because Moscow was the capital. This was the problem with the Tsars, right? They wanted to be part of Europe and all of the pageantry of the monarchies of Europe. They bankrupted their country.
They ignored the East, and the East boiled over. Yes.
So by the late 19th century, they've pretty much bankrupted their country. They're running out. Unrest has started. And then the British, of course, it's always the British, step in and say, hey, bankers and some bankers in the United States, we want to overthrow the Tsar and spread communism. They fund Lenin, and
because we need a boogeyman.
All the fun begins.
We need a boogeyman who can't be strong, but appears strong. So Russia, being large, appears strong. But in reality,
and the thing is the Bolshevik Revolution was a counter-revolution. The Mensheviks revolted first. They wanted a true westernized democracy type thing, and then they get overthrown
which they
by
had.
the Bolsheviks.
But 6 months later, they got the Bolsheviks stormed Parliament and killed them all.
Yep.
The October Revolution.
And they were fine with letting the Tsar and his family go off into exile, and then the Bolsheviks said, no, we're going to kill them all. And they did.
Nice.
Tsar Nikolaus.
He was murdered to hide the theft of assets and heirlooms.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's your next topic?
I don't know.
You don't know? I thought you had a whole mess of them.
Well, no, I mean, we're just talking about whatever's going on. The last time, I mean, we was here last week for Coffee and Gaming. That's when the whole Venezuela stuff broke out, and I learned something a few days ago that I had never known. But apparently, we have the technology to hijack frequencies and jam them, or put whatever we want on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's been electronic warfare is not
during
new.
an operation like Venezuela.
Yeah.
Apparently, everyone in Venezuela heard Freebird. I don't know if that's true or not. But I heard it. I heard
but that's a great story. True or not, it's a great story.
I heard that everyone in Venezuela was listening to Freebird.
Well, I've seen videos of Venezuela, and a lot of people were listening to nothing because the power went out.
Yeah, but they hijacked any communications and displayed Freebird on it while it was going.
So adding on X, adding left means is asking if Rosie O'Donnell was under attack by sharks. What are you throwing to help her? Bucket of chum?
Hot sauce.
Anybody? Hot sauce. Yeah, hot sauce.
Probably. I don't know.
Somebody said Zelensky.
Lord have mercy.
Well, that's two birds with one stone, isn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't come to the United States. Well, you're getting your security guarantees. Hello, war. It's coming your way. When's the last time did I hear about security guarantees? Wasn't that Indochina?
A buried CIA video just surfaced and Erica Kirk is in it.
Yes, I've heard some things
She's
about
briefing
Erica.
national security professionals on EMP and coordinated physical attacks on the U.S. power grid.
Okay. I didn't know she knew anything about that.
She was definitely Charlie Kirk's handler, is what people are saying. I don't know.
Apparently, Erica Kirk has a boyfriend named Jason.
Already?
There are 13 rumors about Erica Kirk being investigated that she was out ready halfway out the door when Charlie got killed.
Dang.
And Charlie apparently was engaged to someone else and then changed his mind for Erica. And apparently Erica was paid by, can you guess, anybody to marry Charlie?
I don't know.
Epstein.
It's the allegation, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Oh, really? Was I right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Any
wow.
guesses, anyone? And jam, straight off the bat.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's not my kind of woman, so I can't.
No, apparently she's MK Ultra, so yeah, she's a program bot, NPC.
I mean, and I've seen this, and I really don't know what to make of it, but I do find it odd that all the pictures with their children, the children are always got their back to the camera.
I mean, that's kind of a privacy thing, though, don't you think?
I don't know. That's why I said I'm not pointing fingers.
The allegation is
odd.
That, yeah.
I'm not saying they're fake. I'm not saying that, because, I mean, let's look at this. So Shania Twain, and when Mutt Lang, when she was married to Mutt was very big on his privacy, even though he's a very public figure. He always tried to buy the rights to every picture that was ever taken of him. As far in Asia, I think is the name of their son. I've never seen a picture of him. I don't know. I wouldn't know him from a hole in the wall. So I'm not saying, and that I find odd, but there's no conspiratorial thing there. But yes, it is kind of strange that you never see their faces.
I'm just saying that.
And they always seem to be the same size. And so what I've not seen anywhere is like, okay, here's a picture when they were supposed to be 2 years old, and here's a picture when they're supposed to be 5 years. I don't even know how old they are. But yeah, I just think it is odd, but I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, people are saying that when Charlie started to rise big and he was engaged and delaying his marriage, Erica was paid to swoop in, and Charlie was pressured by donors to clean up his image,
okay.
for his college days. So he married Erica under pressure.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I never liked him, so I never really followed him. So I just found
Charlie-
him.
Why didn't you like him? Just out of curiosity.
It just his personality and his attitude. It just really turned me off. There were times when people were asking him really good questions, and he had I've seen clips of videos and things, and he had a really good chance to educate somebody and use it as a teaching moment, and he would just blast them, basically call them, well, that's because you're dumb and you don't know what's going on, as opposed to more proper engagement.
What I mean about him cleaning up his image in his early days. Yes, he was. People would say he was that he was based. He was taking those trolls. He was like Tucker Carlson in his early days. Tucker would. You could cuck the tuck and all those things. Tucker Carlson would tear people apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened to him, man? He just seems to have just sold out
to Qatar. Yeah.
Oh.
Tucker Carlson wanted to go independent, and he borrowed money from Qatar, and now he's their bitch.
Yeah. Wait, my wife is like, oh yeah, he's changed his tune on all kinds of stuff just within the last 6 months.
He's even done some anti-fracking stuff. He's been a big friend to Blackwater.
Dang.
He's even now friends with what's his name? The mercenary guy in Africa. Always having him on. Bush's friend.
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
The guy from Blackwater.
Oh, no, it's not the. Hold on, let me look it up. I know who you're talking about. I think.
Let me see. Eric Prince.
Eric Prince, yeah. Yeah. With a K.
Tucker's
Eric
been talking about, how they're providing security in areas outside of America's influence. But Tucker's had Eric Prince on now multiple times talking about CIA corruption and government surveillance, the Afghan withdrawal and NATO, right? The use of killer drones and the unplugged privacy service. Eric Prince apparently has this thing called Unplugged Privacy. This is a phone service out of Singapore. Do you really trust a foreign company and a guy? Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tucker Carlson and Eric Prince talking about how your phone
to gas me.
The CIA can listen to your phone. Well, guess what? No phone can be legally sold in America if the government can't tap it. So Eric Prince is blowing smoke. You can buy a phone from Singapore, but if the government can't tap it, they'll break it. They'll turn it off. Because they can. And why do they need to tap your phone? They control the towers. They control the exchanges. Yeah, if they can't tap your phone, they'll
just
surveil you.
Man.
Hey, Labe, are you still playing GTA?
No.
I've been hearing stuff in the background. Sound like things like pause and stuff. I don't know. Like when you pause, something pops up or whatever.
Oh no, I mean my dog was down here chewing his nails.
No, that ain't it. It was like something in the game. I don't know, but I hear something. I heard something weird. Hey, apparently there's something trending with Iran. Iran's trending right now.
Yeah. Iran. They set fire to a mosque. There's riots in
that's what it is?
In the capital city. Yeah.
Who set fire?
Iranian protesters set fire to a mosque in Tehran.
Wow.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, the biggest. Sorry, I forgot one thing. Erica Kirk and Charlie were fighting because Erica is pro-Israel and Charlie was suspicious of their growing influence in American universities and colleges and this forced technology transfer. he started looking into why, American technology is suddenly shut down and it's reborn in Israel as an Israeli invention. And she's now coming out calling people who ask questions about Israel suffering from Jew hatred and brain rot. And Candace Owens, Candace Owens wasn't the only one prosecuted, by the way, for
Candace Owens has
Brigitte
gone
Macron.
off the deep end and really drank deep of the stupid juice.
Yeah, but looks like
Why though?
Looks like Turning Point USA
Why?
might take a nosedive.
Like
with
what
Candace
happened?
Owens.
What happened? I mean, I know
Oh,
that-
she's following conspiracy theories that have been debunked decades ago and things that can't possibly have happened, or Fort Huachuca and all that stuff with the airplanes and people who have been demonstrated to be liars, and
Yeah,
anybody that tries to point it out to her, she goes after them. And
yeah, she's decided to take the route of what gets the most attention now.
And she's propped up by Google and others, when they're forcing a conservative or a right-wing person in your face like that, when they're mostly trying to shut people down.
They're paid opposition.
Well, indirectly, right? They don't have to pay her, but they can
They're
boost
not
her.
necessarily controlled, but she's there to make the right look stupid.
Correct. I mean, I've never liked her. There was something about her that always
Remember how
rubbed me
they
the
used
wrong way.
to? You remember how they used to promote Alex Jones until he started being right about everything.
Well, he cooked his own goose, as far as I'm concerned. He got in that journalist's face way too aggressively, and that's why he got kicked off of everything.
Yeah, but
he pretty much assaulted a journalist on live television, and he was done at that point.
Yeah, but then later with Sandy Hook, he cooked his own goose.
Yeah, and then he got to play victim. Oh, they're deplatforming me. Yeah, because of what you did, buddy. It's something you didn't even need to do.
Something you knew was going to get you cooked.
Right. Like you did it on purpose. This is why a lot of people think he's controlled opposition, because it looked just like he was following a script. Okay, I'm going to go do this.
No. He cooked his own goose to get at his wife because he wanted the company bankrupted and taken over so it couldn't be handed to her.
His first wife or his second wife?
Second in the divorce. Yeah. He cooked his own company on purpose.
Well, no, he's still married to her. I mean, I heard a year ago they were supposedly divorced. But
I thought the woman who divorced him was wasn't really his first wife, but his second wife that he.
Oh, I thought it was his first.
Briefly.
Oh, I don't know. And yeah, she wasn't very. I've seen pictures of the wife with three of his kids, whichever.
The
wife
one
that
with
is.
3 kids is the one who was.
She's not very
take
good
over
looking
the company in the divorce settlement until he cooked it with Sandy Hook.
But he'll tell you how many women he was doing in high school. He was doing college girls, and I'm like, they must not have been cute because your wife sure wasn't. No, and boy, his son looks like he ran into a Mack truck.
No, but he has a type. And it looks to be like he's chased a lot of Jewish women in his
time. Correct. Well, that's why a lot of people think when he said, I'm Jewish years ago as a joke, people think he was being serious.
No, I think he is. I think he is and has been for some time. Not Israel, but a faction of Israel.
Right.
Okay? Because
well,
people got to remember, Israel is not one country. It's not even really Israel.
Yeah, he'll talk about crap about Bibi, but he won't talk crap about Israel. Yeah. Well, he talks down the Zionists too. He doesn't.
Yeah, but here's the thing that most people don't know: Israel today is not the real Israel. That's Judea.
Yeah.
The real Israel is Saudi Arabia.
I don't know if it's really Saudi Arabia. Israel was the northern kingdom, so it's Jordan.
Yeah, but north of
Jerusalem.
The kingdom north of Solomon, right? And Solomon's mines has been found in the
but Solomon had a unified
Yemen.
Kingdom. So, but it's really the area. I think it's more Jordan now.
But if you look at the ancient map of the sea, right, and the area, Jerusalem was far north, right? there was no Mecca. There was Jeddah, and there were a couple of small city-states on the south end of the peninsula. That's the real, right?
Well,
Jerusalem was always the far north.
You've got, well, no, Jerusalem's in the south. So, well, it depends on what you mean by north. So you have Edom in the north, in the south, in the far south, before you get to the, I guess that's the, is that the Red Sea?
Yeah.
And then you have where the tribe of Judah and one other tribe settled. There's Jerusalem. And then when you get north of the Sea of Galilee, then you get into the kingdom of Israel when it's split with the other 10 tribes. And that's around Damascus, right? So, and then it goes all the way north to the Frat River and almost, so you're into Jordan at that point. So Israel, the kingdom of Israel, is pretty much in Jordan today.
But if you look at some of the ancient maps, they have settlements and Judaism all the way, and Jewish settlements all the way to Yemen.
Well, you also have, not Jordan, Syria, I'm sorry.
Yes.
In Lebanon.
Yeah.
You do have
you've got the Levant and the settlements that go all the way into Egypt, right?
Yeah.
But
well,
then you also
pretty close. But you have
and the Red Sea settlements as well.
Is it Ephraim? You have one of the sons of Jacob. I thought it was the tribe of Ephraim, who were most likely the Hyksos, or at least the warriors for the Hyksos in Egypt, that flee eastward into what is now Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
And they are the people that Moses encounters when he flees after killing the Egyptian.
Yeah.
And that's where Jethro, he gets married. Jethro, his father-in-law in that area is
Moses wouldn't cry. Yeah, Moses.
That would be probably central Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and that's where Moses allegedly founded the kingdom and then returned to Egypt and changed his name again and became one of the pharaohs. Allegedly.
What?
Well, no, he left. Moshe left.
Moses, after all the things Moses did, right? He was like 80 or something. He returned to Egypt. Then that's when Moses suddenly ceased in history.
I don't know. I've not heard.
But he was the prince of the court.
But Amenhotep II was pharaoh when Moses returned.
Yeah.
And that's it's not, Ramses is not the pharaoh of the Exodus. No. That's 200 years too late.
Yeah. But they're trying to figure out what happened to Moses when he returned to Egypt.
Well, he did. I mean, the Exodus says he dies in the wilderness, right? He doesn't go into the promised land.
No, he never did. Yeah, but that death is.
So it's conceivable. So yeah, because that was the Midianites, right? I think they were the Ephraimites previously, because they had some of the ideas. And if you
that's where we get Ephraimites. That's where we get Ethiopia from, because that's where they allegedly settled after.
That's on a different continent.
Egypt. You're
like 700 miles too far south.
In this time, in the period between the Old Testament and New Testament, there were many upheavals in the region.
That is Cush, right?
Yeah. Cush.
What we call Ethiopia now is Cush.
Yeah. But
so maybe it's a label that gets transliterated or something. But you right.
Christians back there that claimed to be the descendants of the Ethiopians who came.
And it's conceivable because they were there not long. Well, let's see. So
they've been there for
after
a few
Joshua,
at least. Yes.
Right. Well, the Ephraimites left maybe 100 and some odd years before Moses.
Yeah.
And then, because that's the pharaoh and that was what's his name? Golly day.
Because there was a series of wars with and a series of land changes. Like Judea went from being ruled by the Assyrian Empire to being ruled by the Egyptians to being ruled by these Romans, and eventually the Egyptians.
Amenhotep II was the was it Tutmos the second?
Yeah,
Who kicked out the Hyksos and reunited Egypt under one rule. He was in the south. And then I think it's Tutmos the fourth that we have the Amarna letters from, about talking about the Habiru running around in what is now Israel, conquering city-states. And there were people reaching out to the Pharaoh, please help us. And he said, nah, I'm done with you.
Well, every time Egypt would save them, they'd rebel for independence.
Yeah. I think the Amarna letters was Tutmos the fourth. Actually, I think it's Tutmos the third, and he moves them.
But the fall of Jericho, the ringing of the bell, that happened during the fighting between the Syrians and the Egyptians. Now, I don't know what resources they were allegedly fighting over, but it does appear that there were at least evidence that there was not actually resources, but they were wells. Well, the resources they were fighting over were these huge ancient wells and the stopover for the Silk Road, where gold and silk and salt were exchanged in equal measures.
Yeah. Yeah, salt being a very sought after commodity. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Egyptians, though having almost a unlimited supply of salt from the plains, knew that eventually, the Assyrians would rise with the Persians, and that if they, because they had not just salt but pepper and other spices, and they were olives and olive oil. So the resources they were fighting over aren't what people think today. The gold wasn't actually mined there. It was coming and going through that region all the time for the trades of the various materials. And wasn't it Jericho or where Jerusalem is now later was where they had these big halls, which later became temples. This is how banks look like, why banks look like temples. In these long halls, men would be counting out measures of salt, measures of gold, measures of all these other things, and they'd have the guards walking above them. And if they tried to steal, they'd basically throw rocks into the pit. They worked in these pits, right, with people walking in the walkways above them, and if you tried to steal and got caught, you're entombed.
Yeah, I don't know.
They worked in these underground halls anyway. They found that.
Amenhotep the fourth, Amenhotep the third, and Amenhotep the fourth. So that's the Amarna letters.
They called them secret galleys, and later when Jerusalem was built, they rebuilt. When they rebuilt, they made these huge temples, and these temples were actually banks in secret, right, where gold and silver and frankincense, myrrh, and salt were traded in equal measures for silk and cotton and other materials.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it.
And that's why today banks look like temples.
Heck, we looking at?
This is what's happening in Iran now. Iran's on fire, and that's a mosque.
The more mosques they burn, the better they'll be.
Well, they have. Over 1/3 of mosques in the last 10 years have closed because of the lack of attendance. The state can't afford to keep.
Jefferson read the Quran and tried to warn us, and we didn't listen. We listened for 150 years, and that was it.
About an hour ago, apparently there's a big protest going on up in Hartford, Connecticut.
Over Ice Baby
protest. Yeah.
You know what? Round them all up and send them to the whatever place they're supposed to go.
Apparently, a bunch of people, like heavy SUVs are just running people over. It's getting pretty violent.
Well, it's what they want.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's ridiculous.
That's what these people think these people have main character syndrome. They think they're saving you from they're saving the world from the Nazis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it ain't.
Patton was right. We fought the wrong enemy.
Well, the problem with World War II is we needed, both of them needed to go.
Yeah.
There's your enemy of my enemy kind of thing.
Patton didn't say they didn't deserve to be defeated. He only said we fought the wrong enemy in the context of we shouldn't have, we shouldn't have allied with them.
He wanted. Yeah, he wanted to march on to Moscow.
Destroyed, and it's number one that she was just a scared.
He wanted to defeat them both.
She was goading the ICE agents seconds prior, saying she's fine. She's not even mad. She's fine. She's smiling, smirking.
Sorry, can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
My bad. I still got it shared.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, she was smirking, man. Of course, she was snickering and saying, "Come on, you're a big man." This is the problem. You think you're a big woman because you can say all these things without getting any consequences. Because you can sue someone, you can have the power of the government come down on individuals, you can harass people without consequences, and then you claim you're the victim if anybody fights back.
Yeah, you can poke the bear. You can swat at the hornet's nest.
This is what it said about Korea. It's why Korean men don't care anymore. You're going to call me a rapist? I'm going to beat the crap out of you. So, because I'd rather go to jail for beating a bitch than claiming that you sexually assaulted a bitch,
Than being one.
Yeah. You're going to accuse me of rape. No, I'm going to beat the crap out of you and go to court and say exactly why I did it. And the courts, they're just now so overloaded with young men who've beaten women, they don't know what to do. Women have brought on themselves their own doom.
So in Iran, Elon Musk has opened up Starlink for free, giving protesters a lifeline amid the internet blackout, and vows to keep the network running and block any attempts by the regime to shut it down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Most people, but we're the bad guys, right? Like
yeah.
Elon's the bad guy, yeah. Everybody.
Man, I wish Trump would fire a bunch of people and bring Elon back, and Doge just kind of cracked the
shell, and it didn't break it open.
Well, and that was 2 whole departments, and now we've got all this stuff in multiple states with the daycare centers and all this other stuff, and then someone else is saying in California it's not daycares, it's some other kind of fraud. I'm like, I made a comment a couple of weeks ago about, I wouldn't be surprised if 80% of the budget is fraud. Right. Now I'm beginning to think it's like 110% of the budget. Is there anything in the budget that's not fraud?
Lape, Trump's a terrible dictator. 5 years. We haven't had a single hanging. He's deported less people than Obama. He's arrested less people than Biden.
He needs to get his shit together, right?
Oh, yeah, terrible. He's like the worst fascist ever.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't even have he doesn't even have good uniforms for ICE. Come on. Call Hugo Boss. They're in the business of making good uniforms.
Yeah, really. No one's goose stepping.
But, let's see, what's the tenets of fascism? Silencing your enemies with violence? Who does that? Democrats. Who takes away guns? Fascist. Who also wants to take away guns? Democrats.
Yeah, communists. Well, the thing is, I understand the real difference is who controls the means of production between fascism and communism and socialism. But in reality, there is no difference.
In the reality, and
fascism is not a right wing. ideology.
Fascism,
They're all
communism,
left-wing.
yes, and Nazism are just nuances. Okay.
Yeah, fascism
They
is
are
just
all on the
slightly
left.
to the right of socialism, which is just slightly to the right of communism.
The difference is that fascism had more private property rights than socialism, and socialism had more property rights than communism.
Right. But that's like saying a gallon of cyanide will kill you slightly quicker than a quart of cyanide as opposed to a pint of cyanide. That's what that's what we're comparing.
Yeah,
you're still dead.
Yeah, it's the shoelace tips on the boot on your neck.
Right. Really.
It's what brand of chain you wear at the factory, right?
Right.
It's industrialized slavery.
That's really the only difference. They're all authoritarian.
Yeah.
And that is a switch that the liberals did, because the concepts of liberalism and democracy was a left-wing thing previously.
Yeah, but liberal is the crux. It's always been left of center. It's always the slippery slope. You go to liberalism and you fall into fascism, then socialism, then communism.
Yeah.
Liberalism has always slid down that slope. It'll eventually get to the point where no matter how... And the problem is they bide their time until society is successful. When society isn't successful, they're the most open, caring, loving people. But as soon as society becomes successful, they start meddling in people's lives, start measuring out in small measure every single thing,
Yeah. Dividing people, right? Racial lines or cultural lines or Catholics and Protestants and
Yeah.
You go to ancient Israel. It was religion. Even in Judaism, it has a religious caste. It's like Hinduism. It has the same thing, right? You go into how they impose hierarchies in everything they do, right? Masonry, 33 degrees. All these things. Look at Mandami, and he's now got these. These cultural categories. They always got divisions, right? That are artificial, that are constructs.
Correct. Divided people are easier to control.
Yeah.
And then you go after the food, because starving people are even easier to control.
Tyrants love foreigners because they have no love of the population or loyalty to the land or the culture.
Yep. They convince you it's for your own good.
Yep.
Well, in fact, it's nothing more than a bunch of meddlers in each country. Now, who's in every country? Oy vey, there was only a sign. There was only a coincidence. Intersection.
Yeah, but they're not throwing people off a building, so...
No, but they hire the people, but they bring in the people who do.
Sometimes I think it's just people realize, oh, this works. Let's do it for ourselves.
Yeah. But there is factions. All right? I'm not saying it's one faction. I'm not saying it's all Jews. I'm saying it's a faction. Soros is a faction.
Well, see, and if you want to get technical, Soros isn't really a Jew as far as theology.
He's an ethnic Jew, and he's a Jew on the high holidays. He goes to all the holidays. He bought a tree of life in Israel and all the cultural things the rich Jews do. But yes, technically he's an atheist.
He's like an Easter Catholic, right?
Yes. Well, Christmas Catholic, more like
Christmas Catholic, yeah.
Yeah. Easter, high holidays, a few cultural things, but you can't even call him a Sunday Christian because at least with Sunday Christians they go to church every Sunday, where George only shows up when he needs something,
Yeah.
And it's usually something big. So he shows up at Christmas when all the gifts are coming out for free, but then he's gone, when it's Easter, because Easter's the time of sacrifice and giving more than it is than Christmas. Christmas is about gifts. He's, I'm all for the gifts. But when it comes to giving, nowhere to be found.
Yeah. So anyway.
But you think the biggest freaking target in the world would be an easy one for Trump to take out?
Yeah.
This is where people are getting disappointed. At some point, you're going to stop blaming Pam Bondi and go, well,
yeah, you got to own it at some point.
You've got to own it, yeah. And that will ruin Vance's career, Rubio's career. It's not just Trump whose careers will be ruined.
Rubio's a warmongering hawk. Hawk. He's a war hawk. I don't like him at all.
But I'm just saying, he's if they're worried about their careers, they should be working to get rid of Do Nothing Blondie.
She was there to run out the clock, and she did.
Somebody posted on Facebook on X.
Hillary.
2 hours ago. Renee Nicole Good is the perfect example of what happens when you take white female liberal ideology way too far. They still want you dead. And then in the video, she's saying that she was killed because she was an N-word lover. Oh my gosh. It's terrible.
F-A-F-O.
Philadelphia Sheriff Rochelle Bilal, I don't know how you pronounce her name, calls ICE agents fake law enforcement and says she'll be arresting them for enforcing federal immigration law.
Yeah.
Yep, they're on court
then threatens them by saying, you don't want this smoke.
No, you definitely do not want to open that can of worms, lady. You F-O, you will.
I don't know. Maybe she should. Maybe she should. It might be good for her.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Lord. An autonomous zone has been declared by leftists in the Minneapolis and is being referred to as a no-go zone for police. This zone is...
Told you, insurrection.
This zone spans several blocks.
That should get the Insurrection Act.
And residents are barred from driving to their homes.
Yeah.
Federal government must end this.
Yeah. Federal government invoke the Insurrection Act.
Told you, man.
Send in the Marines and clean it up.
I told you they're seditious. That's sedition, man. That's
it is. That's seditious conspiracy because it's more than one person.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm gonna full screen this so you guys get a chance to see.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
And the thing is they're going after criminals, right? These guys that they were trying to do in Minneapolis were wanted on multiple accounts.
Yeah, but don't forget,
they had court orders to deport.
Don't forget, criminals are providing these so-called good citizens with their drugs and prostitutes. Don't tell me.
Well, that's true.
This is like the people in New York. Like, remember when Giuliani tried to arrest the mafia and the people of New York surrounded them and protected them? So Giuliani had to go through the long, arduous process of proving that these so-called good citizens or these good businessmen were kidnapping and raping young girls to sell into prostitution.
So they've got like this area that they've pretty much like hijacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So like what about the people like in this area is like people's homes.
They don't care, man. It's their main character syndrome. Look at us, we're heroes.
So what like are they ransacking people's houses?
Don't know yet. In Chaz, look what they did to the businesses in Chaz. They robbed everybody at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people don't have a way to fight back. You can't have a gun in that town. But I guarantee they do.
Oh, you know it.
And I bet you most of them aren't from that town.
Correct. And their guns are probably not registered.
And what kind of supplies are they getting? Who's bringing them?
That's warm.
That's warm.
Underneath, you'll find Soros. You'll probably find all this laundered money
Look,
too.
look, communists
What a hell of a
with
selection.
an open market. Everywhere you get these things, you have the grifters on the outskirts selling all their candles and incense. And,
Are you gonna have some water?
Two fires going.
oh, yeah. But those people having open air fires are from anti-oil.
Yeah, dude's like, oh, they have 2 fires going. Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Cut timber. Look at that cut timber.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the the day. What was it that they were protesting the other day?
Check out that.
Within 2 hours, there were protests everywhere with the same signs from like
Yes.
New York all the way to California. Exact
Yeah, that
same
was Code
signs.
Pink. I did a video on them, man. That was Code Pink behind that one.
Yeah, like how does that happen? Like that stuff.
Well, they
is-
know it's coming. Someone
Yeah.
is tipping them off. They have
They
a
have
lot of under
activists. They have a network
under the
of
cover
activists on an app.
financing. Right, they get
On
everything
Telegram,
ready.
they have a chat app.
Right, and then they say, "Print it all out. Let's go."
Yep. They have printers and everybody ready on standby to print these signs.
Pretty
This
cool.
How do you think these signs cost? They charge the government for these signs, $5,000 a sign.
Highly organized. This is all that
Yeah.
money laundering I'm talking about.
Yeah, USAID. Yeah,
Everything.
NGOs.
Clearing
Daycare
centers.
centers.
Yeah, Leering centers.
Leering centers. So, quality Leering centers. Get it right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
Yeah, quality Leering. Yep, there's the yellow vests.
This is
That's
decades
monitors.
and
That's what Renee
decades
was. She was
of
one of them, the monitors, the people who go around
Insurrection.
protest, to make sure that only the right people are there. You know.
Bitch in my eye! Oh man! Ain't no bitch in my eye!
See,
What is he
all
yelling?
about the yelling and
I
screaming
don't know.
and carrying on like a jackass.
Usual suspects.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
Wound up
They want-
NPCs.
They
Yeah.
want anarchy because they think it'll be like they think it'll be like GTA. Unfortunately, it will be. Someone will ice you for your stuff.
Yeah, but you won't respawn.
Yeah. They think they're the ones who are going to be doing the looting. Nah. There's no respawn, man. No respawn. It's all fun and games until the shooting starts, right?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
And then it's suddenly, big government daddy, save me. Daddy, I need help. I don't know where I am. I'm in the boot of a car. Yeah. None of these groups ever talk about the women saved by ICE from trafficking into Mexico for sex slavery. If I was Trump, I'd be holding press conferences every bust. I'd be showing them all. I'd be lining up the victims. I'd be rubbing these little shits' noses in every poop every day.
Yeah.
I'd have non-stop I'd do what they did to the Nazis, you know, put on every news channel every day, all the drug zombies, all the houses getting robbed by all these migrants, all the people being gang raped, and showing the ice busts and the people being saved, and all rounding up all the Venezuelans who are saying thank you and putting them on TV. And I would be making liberals' lives such heck. And you know what? Sure, I definitely think there's something wrong. You know, that Trump's hands are tied by the National Security Act that he can't go after the clients because of who they are. And I know this, that there's this evil act, the National Security Act. It controls everything within Washington.
Yeah.
What the
But
president can and cannot say, how his cabinet is formed, all the checks and balances, all the security checks and background checks. Well, you want to know how good these background checks are? Remember Vivek
Vivek. Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
Vivek Ramaswamy, yeah.
His wife's bodyguard, or bodyguard for his wife and family, turned out to be a drug dealer. And guess who did the background check?
Who?
The local university.
Oh, nice.
You do not think that those left-wing academics knew what that man's background was? He was probably their dealer. That guy was probably put there to spoil his governor's run.
Probably.
Because they couldn't... Remember Chuck Schumer? They got 6 places Sunday to get you.
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure of it. That's the part that's missing. And I'm going to help them make sure they get you.
Man. Yeah, no, I'm there to make sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That man should be prosecuted for being an unregistered foreign agent. But he's got the yarmulke, so he gets protected.
Yeah.
There ain't going to be a shield when anarchy strikes, because last time I checked, I love your protester friend, buddy there, Chuck, like Zomdami, not you.
Right.
And AOC is starting to switch too. She's left the Israel camp for the Zomdami camp.
Well, I think she was always that way. She just had to pretend.
Gosh.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Now I was looking up altercations in like the street or whatever, and this dude straight up. Let's see. Am I still sharing? No, I'm not sharing screen yet. This dude's like, this chick pulls up on this dude. This dude jumps out the car. Pop.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Pop. Old.
Oh shit! Lillian Jones got knocked the fuck.
FAFO.
Oh my gosh, that's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well,
Man, these people are crazy. Like they're taking to the streets in their own way. Like I was watching a video a minute ago where this chick straight up pulls her truck like sideways in the street because she sees somebody with ice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold up. Here's another one. This is great.
Well, if you're gonna stand in between rioters and cops, you should expect
This
both sides from the back of the dome
Right
to
here,
the front
right
of
here.
his soy titties, and now walking away like
Boom.
a war
Right in
Shot to the egg roll.
Right in the soy.
Holy cock blocks the rock. He now enters the walk of shame with a little bit of pain. Come on, man, you're old enough to know better than this.
Gosh.
Well, if you're gonna stand in between.
Jeez. I do hit the nuts so hard.
Now that's called the front line.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you open the can on yourself. Yeah.
When you suddenly remember, when you're so old you forget you're not 18 anymore. Oh yeah, a lot of these protesters, man, are old biddies. That's for sure. Wonder how many of them are doing it just for their pudding. You know, the activist nurses. You know,
10 hours ago, Trump vows to launch a RICO investigation in George Soros.
Finally, stop promising it. Stop threatening us with a good time.
He said, it says 10 hours ago in a jaw-dropping announcement, President Trump disclosed that George Soros and Reid Hoffman are funding Antifa and the left-wing
no.
violence against
No
ICE.
kidding.
Trump vows
Look,
to launch a
look at
RICO
Blake. He's
investigation.
funny.
of
He's
George
just trying to find
Dude,
his surprise face.
Where were these guys like 10 years ago? Come on,
Right.
Trump.
Yeah, we got to
Well,
see more announcements. We need
Like this
actual
dude,
arrests.
yeah, for real. There needs to be actions, but there's not gonna be. It'll be like 10 years later.
Yeah, it's like how the I think he leveraged the certain files to get certain billionaires on board with his AI project. Look at you. Really think he sweet talked Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates?
Yeah. Promised them money.
He didn't promise them money. They don't care about money. It's their freedom.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll give you money and I won't prosecute you. Even though you got, especially Gates, he should be serving like 17 life sentences.
Just for what he did with the vaccines.
Yeah, just what he did in Africa.
Yeah.
Just
I
what
was
he
gonna
did,
say
yeah,
in India.
15 years ago.
Yeah. The left used to hate him.
Oh, yeah.
But they've been bought off. But that's the thing, right? I don't
They were
think
throwing
they really
pies in
hate
his
anybody.
face and everything.
It's just, I just think it's social pressure, right? Give in to us and we'll stop hating you. Well,
Yeah.
they don't stop hating. They just be silent until it's their time. Everything is about control, right? They don't stop hating him. They just control their emotions until it's time to go back to outrage.
Right. Well, they get the email. Be outrageous this afternoon. Okay, grab your. Did you ever see that? Did you ever
take
see
out
the movie?
your Bill Gates chip and put in your Ukraine chip?
Did you ever see the movie PCU back in the 90s?
No.
Not sure.
So in that movie, there's these cause heads, is what they call them, where they're always protesting something.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same people, different cause. Oh, okay. Today we're protesting meat. Tomorrow we're protesting the ozone layer.
Meat.
Whole.
How can you protest something so delicious?
Because it's cruel and unusual punishment for the animal.
It's
like
cruel,
the baby
but I don't
seals.
have any steaks
Remember
right
the
now.
baby seals? The baby seals, the clubbing of the baby seals. Oh, they were so terrible.
Yeah. George Clinton is in that movie. What's the name of his group? Psychedelic, funk psychedelic. What was the George Clinton band?
Oh yeah.
Psychic Funk or something like that.
Psychedelic funk.
Psychedelic Funk, yeah. I gotta shut this computer down. I can't see it.
Yep. Well, we're getting ready to get off here in a few minutes. So I gotta get to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
We're gonna do coffee and gaming. I know I said last week that we weren't going to. I got a tree guy coming up soon. Well, he was gonna come up tomorrow, and that's why we weren't gonna do coffee and gaming. But with the weather being kind of funky, where he's not coming, so we'll be able to do coffee and gaming. The 17th. What is that? What day is that? Yeah. All right, so tomorrow's the 10th. We'll do coffee and gaming. Next Friday night, we'll do the War Room, episode 68. But the 17th, I have a function that I have to go to, and so I will not be able to do coffee and gaming that day unless we do it super early. We'll see. If we started an hour earlier, would that be a problem for you, David?
I'll be recording it. I'll record in time. Yeah.
Okay.
Just have to record earlier.
Okay. We might do that on the 17th. We'll do that an hour earlier. So not tomorrow, but next week we'll do an hour earlier. The 24th is when the tree guy's supposed to come back up. So that week we will not be able to do coffee and gaming because we're going to get started when the sun comes up. So it looks like the schedule is kind of working itself out, but we'll get there. Friday night stuff shouldn't change, so we'll see you back then, 16th and the 23rd, like normal. David's got a book out. You guys should go buy it. Late does beer reviews and all kinds of cool stuff. Y'all should go check all that stuff out. All the links are down below in the description.
Yep.
Is there anything else that you guys want to discuss? Dr. Coffindale's in the chat, so I appreciate you being there, bud.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody, and see you next week. Hey,
Yep.
see you tomorrow.
Yeah, there was a few people. There's a few people over on Rumble. Apparently, there's 3 people watching, but there's no chats over on Rumble, and that stinks. I wish chats. I don't know if chats come through or whatever, but
no, I think it is. Is a lot of people are watching it on their phones, and so chatting is not. Yeah, chatting on the phone app is crappy.
I hate how X.
Yeah,
X. You have to be a premium member to live chat.
Yeah, most people aren't chatting on X because you have to have an account. But most people aren't chatting on Rumble because they say you have to scroll up to chat, and if you scroll too far, it sends the video away, so they don't do it.
That sucks.
Yeah,
that's goofy.
Yeah.
All
right. Well,
Rumble.
I'm going to bed, so I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, guys.
Fix it, but
bye.
Good night, and we'll see you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes. Later, dudes.
Good night. Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out. Peace out.
Burn in hell, New World Order. Burn in hell, New World Order. You. Fuck you, New World Order. You, New World Order. Bill Gates. You, Bill Gates.
I love you.
You gotta do better than that.
I love you.